Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the difference between direct profiles and studio profiles in the Kemper profiling amplifier. I've got a cool tone going here. It's the Egnator IE4 preamp going into the back of the Friedman BE for that EL34 punch, and it's channel 3. It's like an ACDC-ish thing. So I'm going to profile it. All right. So this is what we would call a studio profile. There's a speaker cabinet, mics, the amps, everything all in one. It's right there. Going to do a quick refine. Switching to the amp and the Kemper. Amp. So it's a little sweeter, but close enough. So now I have a studio profile. Nice. Now I'm going to set it up for a direct profile. All right, so now I'm wired up to create a direct profile. What that means is the amp is going into a DI. DI is going into the Kemper. So now I'm just getting the head and no cab, and it sounds like garbage. So now I'll profile that with no cab. No cab. There's actually a button that says no cab. It's done. Okay. So now you still refine it, but it sounds, it's unrecognizable. It's kind of the part of the problem with the direct profiles is you don't have any reference point while you're refining and building your sound. So I don't know. So I'm going to store that. All right, cool. So now there's a studio profile, which is the amp and cab. There's a direct profile, which is just the amp, and a merged profile, which is just the amp, and then you copy over the cabinet section from a studio profile, and it becomes a merged profile. And then I have the real amp. So now I'll show you the studio profile. Now the merged profile. And now I'll show you the amp. And back to the studio profile. So I think with a little EQ, I could get the studio profile to match the amp pretty closely. The amp always has that little extra goose. I don't know. It's a ballpark. There's clearly a difference between the studio profile and the amp. The amp is richer and has some air around it and some space. The merge just isn't anywhere near as close as the studio profile. Look, I'm a studio guy, So I don't go play live, but the merged might be amazing for the live people. So the profiling process isn't perfect. So, I mean, aside from you have to get a good tone originally, or you're going to have a crappy profile, then you have to profile it well, and you have to refine it, and it's nice to be able to hear as you're refining, and then you tweak it afterwards with the original amp to A/B. That's the best way to match. When you're working with the direct profiles, it's a bummer because it takes out the refining process. You don't know what you're getting. That's my take on it. I hope this sheds some light on the studio versus direct and merged profile thing. And yeah, thanks for watching.